I just don't get why people are so upset about abortion bans. If we limit access, fewer people will have abortions. Isn't that the goal?
It sounds like you really care about reducing the number of abortions, Casey. I can see how that feels like the right thing to do.
Exactly. I'm just saying if it's harder to get, people will think twice. That's just common sense.
I totally understand why it seems like that would work. Can I share what researchers have found when they've studied this exact topic?
Sure, but I doubt it'll change my mind.
That's okay. Let's just explore it together. Before Roe v. Wade in the US, abortion was illegal in most states, but data shows hundreds of thousands of abortions were still happening every year. The difference was that they were often unsafe, leading to injuries and even deaths.
Well, that was the past. Things are much different now.
You're right, things are different now. And the same pattern still happens today in places with strict bans. Take El Salvador, for example. Abortion is completely illegal there, but their abortion rate is similar to places where it's legal. The big difference? Many of those abortions are unsafe, which puts a lot of people's lives at risk.
I'm sorry, I don't see how that's relevant here. This is America, not some other country.
I hear you, Casey. It feels like we're talking about very different places. But the data shows similar trends in states with bans like Texas. After their 6-week ban, people didn't stop seeking abortions, they traveled out of state, ordered pills online, or resorted to unsafe methods.
So what? If it's harder to get, people will at least think twice. That's a win.
I can see why you'd feel that way. No one wants to make big decisions lightly. Access doesn't just affect the number of abortions, it affects safety. The World Health Organization found that abortion rates are similar in countries with strict laws and those where it's legal. What changes is whether or not it's safe.
Honestly, that just sounds like pro-choice propaganda.
I hear how frustrating this feels, Casey. It sounds like your goal is to protect lives, especially unborn ones. That's such an important value, and I really respect that.
Yeah, of course. That's all I want.
Me too. And when I looked at the data, I found that increasing access to things like contraception, education, and healthcare actually reduced the number of abortions far more effectively than bans. For example, Colorado expanded access to birth control a few years ago, and their abortion rate dropped by almost 50%.
Wait, 50%?
Yeah, it shows that when people have resources to prevent pregnancies in the first place, they don't need to seek abortions as often. Isn't that closer to the outcome you're hoping for?
I guess maybe there's more to consider to this than I had previously thought.
It's honestly such a tough topic, Casey, and it means a lot that you're willing to talk about it with me. If you ever want to look at some of the research together, I'd be happy to share what I found.
Perhaps. Thanks, Jimmy.
No, thank you. Conversations like this one are what can really make a difference, and I appreciate it.